So DJI finally made a 360 camera, and yeah, it's good. Actually, it might be too good. The DJI Osmo 360 just dropped into a space that's been completely dominated by Insta360 for years. And now we've got a real showdown, the brand new Osmo 360 versus Insta360's current flagship, the X5. On paper, they're both powerful, but when you start digging deeper, things get interesting. So in this video, we're going to break it all down. We'll look at video quality, stabilization, design quirks, features, and price. Everything that actually matters when you're out there filming. Let's get into it. Physically, the two cameras are quite different. The Osmo 360 is square and weighs 183 grams, making it slightly lighter than the X5's 200 grams. Not a night and day difference, but DJI did pack a lot into a lightweight package. It also has a 2-inch screen, while the X5 has a larger 2.5-inch display. A win for usability, especially when navigating menus or previewing shots. One of the X5's unique features, though, is its replaceable lenses. That's right, you can actually swap them out if they get scratched or damaged. With most 360 cams, you're stuck replacing the entire unit, so Insta360's modular approach could save you serious money over time. Both cameras come with lens protectors, and while they'll prevent scratches, they can slightly degrade image quality, introducing things like flare or softness. Best quality? Shoot without them if you can, but be careful. Let's talk about what really sets these two cameras apart under the hood. The DJI Osmo 360 comes out swinging with twin 1-inch square sensors and 2.4 micron pixels. These aren't just big for marketing. They're actually the largest sensors we've seen in a consumer-grade 360 camera. Square sensors make a lot of sense in 360 photography too, since these cameras don't need the entire width of a traditional rectangular sensor. With less wasted pixel space and larger pixels, the Osmo 360 should, in theory, produce cleaner images, especially in low light and high contrast situations. The Insta360 X5, though, isn't far behind. It uses twin 1x1.28-inch sensors with 1.2 micron pixels. Still quite large, especially compared to its predecessor, the X4. These were actually the biggest in the game. Until the Osmo 360 showed up. Both cameras support HDR video, so you'll get decent dynamic range either way, but DJI's advantage in pixel size could mean cleaner shadows and highlights with less noise. Okay, moving to video quality, because that's probably what brought you here. Both the Osmo 360 and the X5 shoot 8K video, which sounds impressive, and honestly, it is. But there's a key difference. While the X5 maxes out at 30 frames per second, the Osmo 360 goes up to 50 FPS. That extra smoothness is noticeable when you're watching back motion-heavy clips, and it gives DJI a real edge for creators who need fluid footage. If you step down to 5.7K, both cameras perform similarly, and both support 4x slow motion at 4K resolution. So, unless you're set on filming everything in 8K, it's fairly even once you go down a notch. That said, DJI pulls ahead again with 10-bit color recording and its D-Log color profile. These are huge if you're into color grading or want the most cinematic look. The X5 is still stuck with 8-bit, which doesn't offer the same flexibility in post. Let's talk stills quickly. DJI's pulling off 120 megapixel photos. The X5 does 72 megapixel, which is still great, but if you're the kind of person who exports flat images or crops into 360 photos, DJI gives you more room to work with. That said, the Insta app still does a better job with quick sharing and AI reframing, at least for now. So if you're more of a shoot and share person, you might still prefer Insta360's flow. Alright, what about stabilization? Both cameras offer rock-solid stabilization using gyroscopic data and software correction. DJI calls their system 360 Horizon Steady, and it's genuinely impressive. It keeps the horizon perfectly level, even if you spin the camera, flip it upside down, or mount it on a helmet. The X5 has great stabilization too. Insta's no stranger to this tech. But side by side, DJI's footage feels a touch smoother during quick movements, like bike rides or head turns. Not a night and day difference, but noticeable. And because DJI is using faster sensors and more processing headroom, stabilization holds up a bit better in lower light too. Now let's talk about battery, an area where Insta360 strikes back. The X5 comes with a 2,400 mAh battery, and they've even released a 2,800 mAh Ultra battery for those who want maximum endurance. Meanwhile, the Osmo 360 packs a 1,950 mAh battery, which, on paper, seems weaker. But DJI claims it can shoot 8K 30 frames per second for up to 100 minutes, which is surprisingly good for the size. However, Insta360 isn't far behind. After a firmware update, its endurance mode allows for just under 2 hours of continuous 8K recording. Add the Ultra battery, and you're looking at even better longevity. So while DJI's efficiency is impressive, Insta360 gives you more battery options and better raw capacity, a nice advantage for long shoots or travel. Here's a small but meaningful difference. Storage. Both cameras record to micro SD cards, but DJI includes 105 GB of internal storage as well. That means if you forget your memory card or fill it up mid-shoot, you've got a backup. That's a thoughtful touch that might save your footage one day. Now on to audio, which is a big deal if you're using your 360 cam for vlogging, interviews, or adventure content. DJI has the upper hand here thanks to its excellent Mic 2 and Mic Mini, which pair seamlessly with the Osmo 360. These are some of the best wireless mics in the game, and having built-in support makes audio capture far more straightforward. Insta360 wasn't going to sit quietly though. They've recently launched the Mic Air, which is their answer to DJI's audio ecosystem. It pairs via Bluetooth and integrates into their platform, but it's not quite as refined or robust as DJI's solution. If audio quality matters a lot to you, DJI still has the edge. Both brands have tons of mounting options and accessories. Selfie sticks, helmet mounts, bike mounts, you name it. Whether you're an action sports junkie or just want stable travel footage, you'll be well covered with either. Now this one's big. DJI's pricing undercuts Insta360 in every region except the US, which is the same as Insta360 at $550 without all the accessories. Unfortunately, as of now, the Osmo 360 isn't available in the US through official DJI channels. If you're based in the US, your only options are importing or waiting, making the X5 the more accessible option for now. So here's the bottom line. If you want the best possible image quality, incredible low light, full 10-bit color, and seamless audio for a lower price, the DJI Osmo 360 is the better camera. Especially if you're in Europe or Australia, where it's already available. But if you care more about battery flexibility, a proven software ecosystem, swappable lenses, and global support, the Insta360 X5 still makes a ton of sense. Let us know in the comments which one you'd pick, and if DJI's entry changes the way you think about 360 cameras. Thanks for watching.